Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. More sit-down conversation. Kit videos are out the way for a wee while. Celtic related video today. Actually, a few things I've been able to, talk about over the past week that I've been, kind of rolling out. Peter Law has been put on the SPFL board. He has replaced Stuart Robinson. Is that his name? Stuart Robertson, the Rangers guy. Peter Law has been called in. He's been brought up to the board, which is great news. I mean, to an extent. I mean, I'm not too bothered. I mean, in all honesty, I don't know how much it's going to actually affect anything at the current minute. We'll see where time goes. We'll see what Peter Law can do. That isn't what the video is about, by the way. Obviously, it's good for the fact that, it can maybe make a difference to things that don't run so well that Celtic fans don't agree with. But right now, I mean, it's just kind of, I don't care about too much about the politics at the minute between Scottish football and the fans and such. So that's decent enough, I suppose. Peter Law in there. Also, the return of the Reserve League coming back. Something that I could talk a little bit in depth about, maybe towards the end of the video. I don't know if you look at it as good news, look at it as bad news. Obviously, it's been away for about 10 years now, the Reserve League, and now it's been brought back, an 18-team league, I think it is. A top tier, and then there's going to be a bottom tier, each team playing each other 3 times. It may actually be 16 teams over the course of a year season. So, not too bad, I guess. That gives a chance for some players who don't get a run out in the first teams a chance in the Reserve League to impress. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't have too many older reserves at Celtic anymore. The majority of our depth behind the first team is quite young, so they get chances in the under-21s and such. But you know what, Reserve League is back. We could talk about that more towards the end of the video. The main purpose of this video is to talk about Moussa Dembele. Obviously, the news breaking yesterday that he has picked up a 3-week injury, and hopefully it won't be the start of things to come for this season. Hopefully it's not an early sign of what we're going to see. I mean, his legs at this point genuinely look as though they're made of sticks. Not virtually, visually. When you look at them visually, they look like they're made of fucking tanks and bricks. But, I mean, physically, it seems at this point they are made out of breadsticks or something. Every 2 minutes he seems to be picking up knocks here and there. And I hope it's just not a spiral for him now. I hope over the next year we don't see Moussa Dembele picking up 3-week injuries here, 3 weeks injuries there. Hopefully we'll be back in time for, the second competitive game of the season in the league against Livingston in the week after, which it should be with a 3-week max injury. But, it's still not great to see, arguably the best player at the club, our top striker, one of the key players of a system that was looking to be new towards Celtic, get injured. Because it's going to have so many impacts on so many things. Number one, it has an impact on himself. Himself, not his health. It has an impact on himself. He's got to come back now. He's got to recover. He's got to get back to his best after just fighting back to top fitness after a year of kind of stringed injuries. He had to fight back to top fitness, and Brendan Rodgers was saying that is the fittest that Moussa Dembele's ever been. He came back lean, he came back fit, and he was looking great. And he goes, boom, right there again, hamstring injury, tight hamstring, out for 3 weeks. So he's got to look after himself. How's he going to return from this injury? Is he going to keep the fitness going? Is he still going to be as good as what he was looking in these few games? I'm sure he will. It's not a major injury. It's not 3 months. It's 3 weeks. So I don't think it's going to be massive. But still, it takes an impact on him because obviously, morale-wise, motivation-wise, he might be sitting there his head like, is this it? Is this me? Am I becoming this? I've reduced myself to an injury-prone Michael Owen at the age of 21. That could be the thought spiraling through his head. So hopefully, mentally and physically, it doesn't take too much of a toll on him for the rest of the season. And we don't want this aggravation in the hamstring every fucking 3 months. I don't want to see him keep taking time off. Second impact, obviously, is, as I just said, the team tactic. We're trying this 2-striker lineup. Edouard and Dembele together. It was looking really good in the first couple of games. It's been working well, and obviously it needs time to gel. It needs time to come in. We need, more and more practice with it to make it our, primary tactic at the club. And now that Dembele's out, Griffiths isn't there to be backup, Edouard's really got to go back to the option of being a sole striker for now until both of them are fit again. So that system that we were trying out has to be kind of put on hold. Unless we compromise and we fill in another striker somehow. I don't know if Sinclair takes on a striker role. It just wouldn't be the same. We've got to compromise. We've got to use something else. We can't keep using that tactic which we're trying to build on, try to get better at using. That's that away now. That for the next 3 weeks. And there's a few games in that 3 weeks. We've got to play Rosenborg twice. We've got to play Athens. We've got to play Livingston. That's a good 4 competitive games straight away. A good 4 or 5. Straight away that we can't use this tactic really because Edouard's the only fit striker at the club. And the third effect is Edouard himself. Now Edouard has got the pressure on his shoulders to impress being the only striker. He's got to play without a striking partner, which he's been used to for the last few games. And he's also got to make sure he keeps himself fit. and make sure that he doesn't get injured, because at the end of the day, he's our only fit striker at the minute, our only fit first team striker. So there's a lot of pressure resting on Edouard's shoulders for so many reasons. To score goals, to keep fit, and just to overall play in a different system for the next few weeks until Dembele is back. So it's not going to be easy. This Dembele injury has taken quite a toll. Luckily enough, it's pre-season and not mid-season. You know, yes, we have important games, and arguably these are more important games than what we'd have mid-season. But the fact is, we can adjust, we can change things up, we can give other players chances, and you know, we're taking on opposition in Rosenborg with Edouard up front. We should still be winning the game, I'd say. But it's taking an effect on that tie, sadly, and it's really annoying, because I was really wanting to see Celtic ride out this two-striker tactic for as long as possible without having to worry about Dembele getting injured. And the main concern is just, obviously, don't become injury prone. He's my favourite player at the club, and you all know that. You all know how much of a fan and a supporter of Moussa Dembele I am, and to watch him maybe slip down in the totem pole, first of all, for a starting spot, and then just in overall quality because of injuries, would be heart-wrenching. It would be gutting. And I mean that. I mean heart-wrenching. That's not me over-exaggerating. I fucking love the guy. So to see him suffer due to injury time and time again, it does get quite demoralising. And I hope this is the last one he has to suffer in quite a while. He went off in that game last week, and he did manage to walk off, and I was thinking, right, he should be okay. But a 3-week injury isn't what I wanted to hear from Brendan Rodgers. But it's what I've got to deal with. And there's not much we could do about it apart from sit back and kind of sigh. And I just hope that the fans don't lose patience. I don't like this perception of fans going, oh, fucking hurry up and sell him. He's injury prone. Get rid of him. It would be a disastrous decision to get rid of him just because he's picked up a few injuries over the past year. I'm sure he's 21 years old. He's got massive quality and massive potential. To get rid of him just because he's picked up a few knocks would be absolutely ridiculous. And I hope the fans stay patient and stay on Moussa's side and help him get through the injury to come back even stronger and better. Because we know the quality he holds. We know the quality he has. And he can score big goals in all sorts of games, whether it be domestic or European. He's a fantastic striker. And he doesn't have to prove that to anyone. He's proved it already. So hopefully the fans stay patient, remain on his side throughout the injury, and hopefully just comes back stronger in 3 weeks' time. And we'll see how things go then. But a 3-week injury, that is the big news. That's my opinion towards the news of Moussa Dembele's injury. Edouard, step up tonight, son. Step up, get some goals, and I have the fullest faith that Edouard will step up tonight, and over the course of the next few weeks, we know the quality he has too. So a lot of faith has been installed, and now odds on Edouard to go and do a job. I have that faith. I think he'll do it. It's just gutting to see Dembele pick up another wee knock. Luckily, it is only 3 weeks, so it could have been a lot worse. Hamstring, it's a dodgy area, you know. Let me know your opinions towards the Moussa Dembele scenario, situation. What do you think should happen over the next few weeks and such? Just your opinion to my opinion, really. That's the way I always word it. Just what you think about what I think. That's all my opinions. If you have enjoyed the video, though, make sure to hit like and subscribe, share as well. And get well soon, Moussa. You know I love you. I'll see you all next time.